My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo.
So abusan for your mama akwaba and mobile PENDREAM TV. So me patch over pep modern set over subscribe to the channel. Or subscribe we are around day now wayen na wa share atohama afofron so ensa atumi akabi nyame nhyirawo abusia for enne eye meka ne se nurse ni a owo Rich Hospital na okan se abra Raph the friend saying fellow Ghanaian eba Rich Hospital on ne nkrofo bi beto hye omoso se mbekaya na nsen ya ema ehwo asem ebeda abonten a chese bebre chese ba bia trendy se Raph ne nkrofo akobo nurse ni bi ama nurse ni no ne nsa bubu ne nsa wanya fence dislocation of fence shoulder nsem bebre abusha ene report na ba na report nu nsem ye de baba beto dwa ye bebo nyina e de akere mo na ya hwe nipa waye bone ane ene Raph wari atadwa tene de Raph and then he has been vindicated boni ensuma onipa bia we wadwen se obedi bone dakro nyankopon ebe power so ntoma abusua asam no eba ye no lady eba be kan we nurse o antimun hye so yankotie ne nsam no emra sisi a we nurse pa na nso so nsam a abaya ibetena ase kaye ema amanfo kura adwen se no ene eye Raph no ye wosi ekunu prekope kura free Ghana asase so yenkotie nkomo no emra sisi a
he came in, he wanted us to leave everybody and attend to him. So we explained to him. Raph. Okay. We explained to him. And then he was like, he won't sit down. And my intern told him to get a card, a hospital card. He said, why should he get a hospital card? Because his name must be in the system. Once his name is tied in the system, it should everything should pop up. And my intern said, no, it's not done like that in Ghana. There he was angry because he was told it's not done that. That is not done in Ghana. And he started insulting us. We don't want Ghana to progress. Then he brought out the phone. But initially, I did a pressure dressing for him. In his finger that he said it was bleeding. It had bled. The blood had dried. So I just had to put a gauze on it so that we reassure him. He wasn't happy about it, so he took off the dressing I did for him. Then I approached him and I told him that I've done a dressing for you, so be patient. We have 2 trauma cases and other cases too are there. We want us to leave them. He got angry and he started yes. So he did this to me. And then when he went out, I don't know where the guys came from. Most of the health workers saw them earlier, so they had flee. I didn't see them. And then they, from my back to my chest, and then they were just...
Did they push you? Were you pushed? Or what did they do? What did they do to you?
Yes, I was hit. I don't know if it was a fist, a tap. I can't describe the...
But what happened to your hands?
Raphael, I don't know. Raph did this to me. He hit me with the phone with the fist. And I even dodged a couple of the fists. They hit me
all over.
But right now I have a dislocation on my shoulder. And some headaches and body pain.
All right, thank you very much.
And to add that, he was telling us he will follow us to our homes and beat us. And if take one life and...
Oh, he will take one life. Actually said that?
Yes.
Okay. We are happy to hear that. And I think this is a very unfortunate situation. As an
Enti abusiafo eye abaya yi na meka ne se onya kukuduro se ebra koba ne se asem asi na nurses yi epe baabi omudi omuti be hye na omo anya asem bi a ombeka omo so manim beba nyam se ade na mahwe manipa ebewu na nipa ewu na mahwe ahwe ha ne ho ade enti se te saade a muye nipa bonefo na fa nkosi nti no ende wo se yenya obi ma onta nipa no etumi pretend say ya bono ni ya tiatia na so ya bobbo na ma enti eba na sa lady na man nsa so pacho memi ye chewa part 1 and 2 part 1 and 20 chewa na abaya yi ye fa na sa wo ye chewa unim acting dia ende wo ne ye do be ye eno no betna eye efensen camera nim ena ye bome en ye die nsa hyehyɛ manim ne ebubo mi blow na ankasa de mintim say blow no no motutu na anso so blow no na me dodge baako me dodge bi bome bi chese me mabati kura no a dislocate me gina ha me mabati a dislocate me hu me nsa yiye ne ho ade ena ba ya twa ntoro abusua entro kesie why Charlie? We are pa de. We were nurse abusiafo. We were nurse at the hospital. Kesie bi ti say rage. Enti se nipa bi sei. Abusiafo se nipa bi sei. Na nyame anya wadom na okoye mistake na wua. Wa wua se kwa because obehu kwanya obefa so twa ntro bi dia to so. Make us say won wa ko obefam obehun kwa obefaso twam tro kese bi dia to so a say be kwa so ono onye eboni bia nso na ni negligence na ama wa hwere won kwa na wabusuani bi ahwere ne nkwa such people ewo yen hospitals abusuan yenko na afa yenko tie enkomo na ankasa every committee a yete ye say omo hwehwe asamnum from the first the CCTV cameras at war hospital ho ni amanfo twitwa ye ni ehun keka ho no na omunkom omunhwehwem na yehu no kurepa ewom time ankrofo no wura ho ya homo chi nurse ya na omo bono ebi mu hihye no blows ebi mu eso na bati ni echim ne nsa ni echim na bati ma na bati no sabe a dislocate ye ni sansensam ni yehu ni problem na nkasa na afi nti committee a yete ye no abusuafo ye momo 1 week so omo fa nye saa ye investigation no na committee no awi omo investigation and omo present omo investigation e de ma honorable minister of health honorable Minta Akando yenkotie committee no a report no emra sesia
who is a rotation nurse reported her injury to the hospital the day after the incident, that's on the 18th, and was further treated. There was no evidence of fracture on her left wrist or dislocation of her right shoulder, joint as documented by the medical records. She was, however, had been treated at the time we visited. Had been given some pain relief, he has been recommended for a bed rest, and also has received psychological support care. The third objective, the state of security at the hospital at the time of the incident. Honorable Minister, the committee finds out that the security at the emergency department was grossly inadequate at the time of the incident. The hospital security arrangement of one private security personnel per 12-hourly shift at the emergency is inadequate, considering the volume of human traffic at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital emergency. A police post that is found at the premise of the hospital, but situated far away from the emergency, is also of concern. And the system is that anytime they have such altercation, the hospital has to rely on Adabraka Police Command to call for help. And that's exactly what happened in this instance. The last but not the least objective was that the committee also found that the number of staff on duty per shift in the hospital was woefully inadequate. The number of medical officers in the month of August is 1 doctor per shift. That's 3 medical officers per day who are permanently working in emergency, supported by 1 specialist per day. Any other doctors who come there as a team to attend to cases and go away. A total of 7 medical officers and 2 specialists were available on duty for a month of August as emergency room permanent staff. We also found out that, for example, out of 88 nursing staff who routinely work at the emergency department every month, only 54 are currently on duty at posts, with about 34 of them already vacated posts for various reasons. This has brought extreme shortage in the number of nursing staff who also support the emergency medical doctors. Honorable Minister, apart from the 4 main things, there were other findings that we want to bring to your attention. The committee also visited the nurse in question, the rotation nurse, Ms. Chocho Rejoice, who was alleged to have been physically attacked and was receiving care at the hospital. When the committee visited, indeed, we saw the patient in bed. The document available to us from the medical record, as I already said, had no indication of fracture or dislocation of the said staff. And he has received some psychological support as well. The committee was able to chance on the specialist who also attended to her at the ward at the time we visited. And at that time, the staff had been discharged to go home and come for review. We also found that the emergency department of the hospital, Honorable Minister, is an extremely busy place with a lot of human traffic and clients seeking care at the same time. And almost 100% occupancy at all times. It means that every time the beds are almost all full at reach. It also received most of the trauma and acute referrals across the whole region, especially in the nearby areas where they don't have any medical facility, for example, La. And most of this traffic all flow to Reach as a primary source of care during emergency. The last observation was that Mr. Opon, who was alleged to have been knocked down and who was brought into the emergency, and that called for the rest of others coming in, has also been seen, treated and discharged at the hospital. At the time we visited, he was fully conscious. He communicated fluently to us and had no obvious challenge when we went there. However, they have diagnosed him as having a base of skull fracture and yet to come for review on OPD basis to be seen. Honorable Minister, when we met as a committee, we received in-person witnesses. One of the persons we invited is Mr. Raph St. Williams to come and testify to the committee. He agreed to come, but on the day of our appointment, he called with the lawyer that he would love to make a statement for the committee to use instead of being there personally for his own personal reason. So the committee agreed to receive a statement and evidence from him and his lawyer. Honorable Minister, I must say that I have just a brief summary of what he presented. The exhibit are all attached as a full document for your review and understanding. From his statement copy that is attached to our report, the witness stressed that his distress and frustration was escalated by a nurse who made provocative remarks in the context of emergency, and this triggered his response. He also stated that at no point did he physically assault any medical staff or witness any person from among the bikers assaulting a hospital staff. He also made another assertion that no patient was intentionally filmed or videoed or targeted as his recording, because everything he did was targeted toward the delay, and that he thought the committee and any other person must have that urgent concern to see. And the last submission we've had from his 6-pager report, that he has submitted 4 video exhibits, including a Facebook live video, as evidence to assist the committee, and the committee actually gone through and we have given our report in your recommendation. So, Honorable Minister, permit me to just make 1 or 2 recommendations, and the rest are found in your full report. With respect to Greater Accra Regional Hospital Emergency Department, that is REACH Emergency Department, it's imperative that the following measures must be considered at your Honorable Office to, as a matter of urgency, to forestall any future recurrence. 1, we need to improve there must be improvement in security presence at the emergency, the ambulance triage area, by adding at least one personnel more at the gate and ensuring that the gates at the ED are always manned by security personnel. Additionally, we also propose that the CCTV cameras around is very limited to some of the care areas. And so we propose that if it is not for any privacy, they should add on some more CCTV to give evidence and also ensure that the staff will know that somebody is monitoring them in their work. Also, the police office present at the mortuary area, we propose that at least at the weekends or night duties, the police must be present to support the emergency security, to just back up the two private securities they have. Number two, Honorable Minister, we also recommend that you take immediate steps to support the recruitment of additional clinical staff. For Greater Accra Regional Hospital, we focus on staff who will support emergency care. The next recommendation was that you also address to restore the capacity of Greater Accra Regional Hospital in providing imaging services. For example, X-ray, CT scan, MRI, which are all 40 at the moment. And we believe that that is actually some of the gaps that is perceived to be delaying care at the emergency, even though doctors normally attend to clients on time. But the services for imaging is done outside. And then the fourth recommendation, Honorable Minister, was to appeal to your office to recruit additional administrative managers to serve as client service officers or customer care staff at the emergency department. We find that most of the time people come in there, but the customer care and client services is lacking. So people come in and get stranded, they don't know what to do. Whilst the emergency staff are also busily attending to patients. So we need to beef up the client service aspect of the emergency care. Other recommendations we added on, Honorable Minister, was to build human resource capacity for holistic emergency care in the country. This one goes beyond reach. And then when we are able to build that capacity for emergency care, it will minimize the rushing of people to the regional hospitals and then the pressure we are seeing now. We also recommend that we increase the number of secondary level facilities in every region. For example, Greater Accra may have 3 or 4 in addition to reach. And when these are done, it will also minimize the influx of emergencies all coming to reach, as we have been observing. We also recommend that we put measures in place to enable health facilities to acquire reasonably priced diagnostic or radiological equipment. That's what we call PPP arrangements, to facilitate timely patient care and reduce delays that needs referral to other places to have investigation. The last but not the least, Honorable Minister, the committee recommend that you provide avenue for continuous engagement and sensitization to the public. Many times the public doesn't know what the emergency even does or what we do in the hospitals. So when they find themselves in that environment, they most of the time don't understand the dynamics. So we believe that if you have any avenue to educate public on radio, on television, or the ministry, it will be an avenue to allay fears and also educate the public on what the safe people do. The last but not the least, we also want to look at the implementing agency, the Ghana Health Service, must immediately effect or support the nationwide emergency care. Their activity of building a customer care must be intensified, and then also ensure that health staffs actually adhere to the protocols of the profession. This will bring back the perceived loss of confidence the community may have in emergency services in the country. In conclusion, Honorable Minister, the above mentioned observations and recommendations may be addressed to prevent any set of occurrences, as we have said, in our health facilities, Greater Accra region and Ghana at large. So the committee ended by saying that we support all the few things that we have proposed. There must be a training for security presence at all emergencies. Government or the ministry must address shortages of health staff, re-equipment, retooling of health facilities on diagnostic tools is very critical. And we believe that the committee is so grateful, Honorable Minister, for the opportunity given to us to serve. On that note, we want to say a very big thank you. And I have with me here the 48-pager report, 2 of them, and also a pen drive that has videos and audios and other CCTV images that we receive. And these documents are for your examination and then for as part of the things we have recommended to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so very grateful to the committee, Dr. Lawrence Ofori Boadu, for the wonderful work you've done so far, especially with this very short notice. You were given 1 week within which to submit your report, and you've done justice to that. We have done this because we assure the good people of this country that when the committee completes its work, we'll make the findings of the committee available to the public. At this point, we have done that, and I can assure the public that we'll see to the full implementation of the recommendations. And I can hear far-reaching recommendations even going beyond Rich Hospital. The next phase of the implementation of the recommendations, for me, is the most important stage. And so I can assure you that not only are we going to see to it that Rich takes back its glory, but we'll make sure that whatever work you have done will also have positive impact on the rest of the health facilities we have in this country. Most of the recommendations you have mentioned, as I've heard, I am now going to take my time. We'll have a committee in place, and then we'll digest it one after the other and see to the full implementation. But at a glance and on hearing you, most of them we have already started working on it, and people who have monitored the media space will attest to the fact that I've on several occasions mentioned PPP, retooling of our health facilities and all that. So it fits well into government priority areas, and that we'll continue to do whatever it takes to improve upon the health sector of this country. And I'm very sure that we may not be able to make it perfect, but we'll improve upon it. And we're not going to put this report or recommendations on the shelves. Immediately, we are going to start implementing them. I thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure you have any questions to ask. I'm sure this is straightforward.
Thank
you very much. I'm sure you were in church on Sunday.
No, just one.
Please go ahead.
So with the observation, Dr. Kalibu made mention that you found out that there was no delay at the place. However, the one who was seen in the viral video is saying that there was a delay, and that was why he acted that way. I want to find out, is there going to be any arrests?
No, please. This is a fact-finding committee. They are not to prosecute. They are not to judge. They have presented their report. It's a fact-finding report that anybody can make good use of their report. And so, with the greatest of respect, let us not go into the criminal issue of the matter. That was not within their jurisdiction.
This was directed to the ministry, but I get it.
Yes. So please, I beg you, before we veer into any other determination. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Please, let's take Sarah.
Okay, since this is a document and the case is also pending in court, is it possible that it could be tendered in as evidence?
As and when they request for it. Okay. If nobody requests, it's our property. Okay. We cannot rush to the court and say that we have brought you evidence. Okay. If the court requests for it, who are we to refuse the court? So please.
City?
Yes, thank you, Honorable Minister. Some of the recommendations sounded quite pressing in terms of beefing up security and evidence centers and all. I'm going to give a time frame that probably the next week or two.
As for time frame of starting work on it, I can give you. But as to the completion of when that will be finally completed. That will be another thing. As for especially the emergency issue about security, I can assure you today is what? Wednesday. By Monday, I mean, from here, I'm just going to give instructions for some of these things to be. In fact, the truth of the matter is that the very day we visited the hospital, which of course I was accused of greeting somebody, that very day I gave that instruction that they should look at the internal security. And I had the opportunity to also speak to the police. So some of these things have already started and they are in motion. Yeah. So I just want to give the public that confidence, that impression that, even if a committee is established, that's all. Only the announcement of the committee is what we hear. We don't hear the findings. Nothing happens to it. That's not going to be business as usual. In fact, I will also challenge you that whatever recommendation that has come, you also follow up to see that whether or not it's been implemented. I will challenge you to also do that.
Honorable, talking about challenging us to follow up, will you make some sections of the documents available to the
as and when necessary? As and when necessary.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are grateful. Please carry the news out. Thank you.
So this has absolutely nothing to do with the criminal issue or the case in court. And we never try to comment on any case in court or any criminal proceedings. This has no bearing, absolutely nothing. This is to guide us as a ministry. So the most important thing is to help us to improve upon the system. That is the most important thing. Yes. Again?
Joe, enti abusiafo enkomo no ene yakofa di abramo no report no are you ready na report no ena ne yaba honorable minister Minta Akando Kobna Minta Akando nim na yabe ready akire no eni Ghana nyina se reporter omukotena se omuhwehwe mu no ekire se abaya na ose yabro no ama ne nsa hanom abu ne na bati baako ahwan na ne honam nyina ye ne ya ne ho ade no according to research no fence investigation no almost mu hwehwe mu from CCTV cameras or mu hwehwe mu videos ahodo amanfo twitwa ya mu hwehwe mu nyina no ba bia ni ho a omuhu se obi ede ne nsa eka abaya yi abusua ba biara ni ho no mu a obi hu se abaya we obi ede ne nsa empo apre no ba bia sa eni ho ena ne etoso biem adansi die bia so ni ho no mu a ekire se abaya yi ne nsa abu because ade chin no so oba hospital eba check up omuko check up num so okay so oba check up ja ye betworo me fansen state awo mu adrum no ye betworo ye check ye no eche se ne nsa na na ose abuo na bati na ose ahwan no ni nyina ba bia ne nsa entiye ne nsa no entiye na bati problem bia ni ho na bati bia nya ne ya na mumo bae na ose na apom na ye ne ya na apom ono na SEO na apom na ye ne ya na eja omo ema na duro omo wie ye na eja omo ma ne psychology bi se eja ye mfa hwehwe na adwinim ye mfa ntenete na adwinim kakra ma no e na omo ye ma no but apart from eno de se adanse die bi e wo ho se obi bo na sum obi tia no so obi ehwan na betiri yesiso no mu ase bi bia sa ni ho a esiye enti se mo hu Ghana for se mo hu bonia de bia ye ka kire mo se wo Ghana for obi tirim. This is it. Nipa nye wenum ena tete hospitals o ehwe ye nuanom ne ye nam a sabio ye yare a ye kɔ hospital no wenum ena ehwe ye na se wo nkrofo bi sei e wo hospital na se omo ena ebo ye ho ban e wo hospital a abusua ye kɔye anase ye bae ye kɔye anase ye bae some of these people no I was said ye pamon if you adwuma ho they don't deserve say on betina hospital say omo de gi nipa nkwa omu ni abadaye because awutimi bebo utirim etwa ntro de tu nua so say unua ho nche no abusia uye within such a person uye within 100%. Media report no mun sam ne ye kan ye court no de o de court no will deal with this African puna evidences appear. But this lady has to be dealt with. I was said nipa bi say ye pamo no fi adwuma no onya no hu nipa o ye dangerous boni awo nipa ni tirim o ye wicked obabisia o abusua obabisia hwe boni a ewo nipa ni tirim say hospital ye wo workers be over 500 and now say over me say nurses active nurses say wo ni doctors say wo close to almost 100 to 200 between 100 and 200 won ko tibi frim e be di adanse krum nurse ni baako biara ni hono a otimi ka say nkrofo e ba hono no baako kra de se be praye mpotwa no won ko a sabe nko a wo de wo si ye bo bu nsa e ma wabati kwampa hwan ye bo ye hyehyɛ blows ne ho de ade ye de nsa ke ka rough abusua sempo se nanka eyampampo a se nanka eyampampo a de mpa na wo asumasi ba ko pe wo nko akoye ye anti no ebema ayi mrantia no beto ahya wo nko awo so abra nurses ni bebre wo ho entro abusua entro na se ewo ye nuanom weenum emu nipa a odi ntro nipa a otimi twa ntro de tuni nua so se yen crucify no na Ghana fo bi o munya abotre enhwehwem na omo de politics adware enti na ye begina simpie so na ensem hunu yanchinintum yanchinintum Raph no yanchinintum because o ma men ko hospital me yemfa ndi ni da o yene ko hospital me yemfa ndi ni da unua na wo ba enko hospital me yemfa ndi ni da wankasa unyare nkoduru owuo enkwanta ema yemfa bi ndi wuda enti no yenko crucify obi a ono akọ de na asi yenko crucify no wickedness abusua boni wo nipa trim nipa bi say at the hospital a CCTV camera a say ya hu hwe obi amfa ne nsa nka no enso sister ya betena say edintro ena omo buburu me ena me nsa kura hwan ena me nsa habu ena fan kosi hi wickedness be ni abusuafo we ya efrihifa unya sabe baifuwa sa unya sabe baifuwa koa. How can you do this? Sabi nti unkwa na uye nurse ni a sabi udo nurse fo nyina acha nurse fo nti na wasa unkwa upie free nurses adodo ewo rich hospital unkwa utimi free mu se wunanka ye kun wode wo ho ba bebo afode ama omu nyina baye ko we ni fia by fo di na chi ya pese ye say na juma we nipa bi se wo se yi na di. She doesn't deserve to be there. We jano hon mo be kum krofo ma. Such a person who jano ha obe kum krofo ma. I was say we ye license free in some. She's a wicked person. Onye ni papa. I was say a license. Every girl yen some the license has to be seized. I was say a channel license mu we onye hu nipa. Baye ko. Sa hospital asemasi ho na wonko a bedi adanse krum atie nipa timi betena camera nim edi ntro twantro se ekum bia yakokum abrante no kwa mi wan ya abrante ne ye no edi fa hodie de baga na bi na abusuafo minister no ahye say hospitals are what as kese a wo krom ha nyina ne Ghana afana nyina no ye the CCTV cameras kobobom sade e be ya obi firi abonten na okowura ho no mo a ontimi nkodi bone because cameras wo ho sade e be ya wo so ye nurse ni ana doctor ni na so wo ho na se obi ba hospital no one pay attention to the person na se biribisi a ye betimi abehwe camera no mahu se wo your negligence na ama nipa na wuni atumi agina so e de apanish wo ni nyina abusuafo se nye sa asem wei ena si ya enke ye be dan ne atumi address sa issue wei ade na Raph epeso obohu dawuro no de enti na Raph na ni abre a okoye dede wo ho no. This is the attention he wants to draw on mine adwen ebesi so enti ade Raph no de akuma pa ene menka ne say on mine ba pa enti opeso oye biribi ma Ghana fo ani ba ye ho so nanka sa nyoma we ye soso ano wonko ade da bi wonko ade obeye si akwan ba yie ko be din throw such a person o pese ye kill no ye say no ye trash no ye condemn no ye jail no na wani agye to on wani agye me na me di intro ema me betna radio so di intro betna TV anim camera anim di intro say ma buy samba kwa hwam ama me nsa ebu no mo bro me ema me dodge blows ni me dodge omo to anama dodge abusia you are a wicked girl. Me nso so abosomsom so sabe me nya abosomsom me Kristo ni enti bi nso so abosomsom so but saat ye ya wa ye so wan hwe yi a no gbokpo na eye Raph do wakono o mpe ho asem akona ko pacho because nyame kra we sa boni we nyame ommo ho ban sa boni we udi sa boni we bia sa udi adanse krum ade nyankopon chiri nyame achi wade ko ene obi o ye adanse krum odi adanse krum we are trofo unka no kure konkonsa ntro nyame achiwade no. So don't think that wo so wo kwa asorumpo a nyame kurampo no ebe so so wo hyeda se me di tro to me nua so ama no wache no ti sa brantie yi amfa yam hihye ni menka ne se yawudie anko sabe ne boso no so so okope justice di ama no ho ena wo so o de ne kokota na se court krampo no sabio bibi kosi na ke kodi mawa na che se wa bona brand sun. I'm telling you, so umpe ho asem a ko na ko pa chaw ko pa na chaw ko sre no ko na ko pa na chaw so umpe ho asem a ko eye Raph nchen na ka kire ne se wa ye ne bone woni ni nyina nko no gboko ho monko no gboko na monko pa chaw ko sre ne yenya pa yengu so se wadi ntro agu no so what can someone enim ato no so ene wo na woto adadie obi a wo di ntro se wo yunsa bu wo abati baku ahwan ohun se no kura na bedadi a wankasa wo hospital a wankasa wo ko gi a ya rehwe no omo se ade achi a wo ba ye wonsa na wo se na abu no wonsa biambu wo abati na wo se ahwam no obati bia nhwam yi se ya hu mark bia wo ho kura po e kire se obi di panie anasa be praye krampo wo ma mu jabae nya obeka na se ohunam nyina ya wo joint mu adentira obi abo adenti na obi tena radio so obi a wabati nhwan ye obi a wonsam bui na otumi betena radio so edi ntro TV so camera nim di ntro to unua so say yan fadon kotum yan jeli no yan 7 million ma udi ntro atu unua so. Why must you do that? Tis a way sanka Ghana sabi emra ni krom ha ena ye judges nka no kore ena nka sabi yo mutimi fa akire na nka brabla ka bia na biboni bia kosi but media me court asem no ka de mo man fa nto nchen ne me ka ne se ko na kohwe nogokpo ho because offense investigation e course no one hospital ho witnesses eka ho and a members ni bi ka committee no ho committee a setting ye no hospital mpanyifo no bi ka ho and a mo nyina so ye frame as part of the offense witnesses a mo be di adanse ye nti sa adanse di a efiri ho no mo no eba na se kire se hospital no kra wo so ade a chin ye no oba ho no mo check wo no wa bati bia nhwan ye and a wonsan bia mpra ye wa wo so obi amfa bibia anwo na utime betena camera so di intro kesiesi a ka hu se no gbogbo onfa nchew agi se wakọ ama yakoyi apa yagu so e wasa wokọ but contact copper chew. You are a wicked girl. Such a person must not be allowed to work in our hospitals. She's a dangerous person. Or china be asam ekoto ekoba or ye negligence bi ma uko hwere wo yere oba unua o maame o papa abusuya unua wadamfo bi we ko ye biribi na se asam ba obetro betmia ahyehya di na wo funu yesi funu bi adifo yesi funu bi awodifo obetimi adin tro kesi ato so ama wan hwe ya like what we say kwa no unya justice we nipa bi say at hospital what we then such a person obi a wo no che say hospital asamasi na wo no what me ama won sa so say me na me good actor me na me to me act to say chi want mo ma me mum na me mum act say me na mapira na me ndi ntrom to me nua so ye ndi ntrom to Ghana ni bi so ni hen say ni yankru. You are a wicked girl. You are a wickedness. You deserve to be expunged from that hospital. Deserve honum. You are a dangerous woman. Or Baby say ni kwansa be ma kra ware. We are dangerous. Who bet me akum ukunu, who bet me akum ukunu. You don't. Such a person must only kwansa onya good wife material. Oh, ni kwansa onya kunu. Me to madam fu before. Say madam fu bi ko fam fa wo side. Say madam fu bi ti say Pizarro. Na madam fu bi ti say Pizarro. Pizarro oreku Sir John. Madam Fubiti says Sir John Oreku Pizarro. Yeah, I'm a body back on that count. Oko too far side out. Oh, must stop you. Must stop it no. Because hey, girl, where is a no-go area? Don't go there. Don't go there. Oko no more. Best say wait. I wouldn't move. Best sell. One if you're datching, obe kum. Assembly bowing in temwa. Hey, obey me. No, you are not a good person. You are not a good person. You are a dangerous woman. In someone man for Raph. In someone just say attack about Raph so. All because we are hospital. There are some say some mishaps being there and you might be on my cost hospital which Ghana for we are all aware. Most of us are victim of those incidences. We are victim. Mudibia hubida nurses of what obi yare a waba hospital a obre wo si apini na mayi mani na moto ho na matwe mani mo mfa ho mo hwe mo phone so mo ebini mo okobisa wabre obi ho ma akobisa okodidi tese nsem hunu na nipa te obre nipa te owu amanfo fam wu de bia. Yes, so call Rich Hospital Crampo dia banasa na upa almost say why spy that mofini amudi no tell na woman na kwesi say why spy nipa wu say normal because mo hu abre after all there wu na uko hey o mind ban ya chichere ne sa no o mind ban and ya chichere ne sa na busuafo na when we are the omo chichere o mind Sandy Perry, maninyo opportunity nko Europe, America. So okwa ye juma ewo hospital bi. Obekwa ko hu kwanya obefa so sebi ye no koto aboa hospital krampo a. Kwanya obefa so agege aboa so we nipa bi sei. So onu ankasa ni krom nipa ba hospital. Obehwa ma na wu. obehwe amani kurom sebe aboa nipa awu dan se obekọ akọ broni aboa ho ban obekọ akọhwe broni aboa odi abadaye ebehwe broni aboa ma nya nkwa such people we nu yemfa mo nchekere man abusuafo yemfa we nu nchekere man ebra so se Ghana ye institutions biara proye ne kankan ne katahyehe ene awudie wo mu no ye ebra so se ye di light to so na ye reset sa areas no ene wo ni police ni timi ko nya asam police ni be twantro to so be twantro kase ato so all because o police ni ko ni so o twantro to so a ye be dane asam na to so police ni betimi ahwe wani ma twantro bi ato so ade a wonye no twantro to so one fear be ko jail police fu bebre aye san nyoma no ama manfo did that jail all because unya evidence bi am fantia no ebra so say ye so ye cameras edi sisi sankrofo so area bi institution bi a boni hye ho omudi boni di Ghana for mo ankasa de boni di omunuanom Ghana for kunkum essay amanfo life no ebra so say ye di light to ho ye reset sa area so Ade, you know what I'm saying? I'm big. I was for a high PENDREAM TV. Message also because I subscribe to this channel. I say I had a kind of said as I want to sit here and send you a tear no sa pepe ni be kan ye mfa bi nka ho sa so ani ye nyi bi mfirim. Aha, no credit die e ba ko. No credit e ba ko. Abusa for yede nkomo no ebisi a PENDREAM TV ese edamu yopo
Mane fa na se ma PENDREAM TV de ose edam yopo